Apple just came out with the new Mac Mini and MacBook Pro. They've been updated with the M2, and they get the new M2 Pro and M2 Max. But should you upgrade or not? Let's take a look. So should you get the new MacBook Pro? Well, if you have any of the older MacBook Pros, 2017, 2016, or even 2015, your time has come. If you have one of the later Intel MacBook Pros, that's from 2018, 2019, or early 2020, I say go for it if you can afford it. Your computer will probably still get software updates for the next couple of years. The new MacBook Pros are more expensive than when you bought yours. If you can't afford to upgrade, you're in for a real treat. It won't be money wasted. These are some excellent computers. If you already have an M1 MacBook Pro, that's from the fall of 2020 or later, you probably don't need to upgrade. The M2 does perform about 20% better than the M1 on equivalent chips, but for most people that probably isn't worth the cost of upgrading. The story's a little more simple with the Mac Mini. Now, if you have any Intel Mac Mini whatsoever from 2018, 2014, or even 2012, now is the time to buy a new Mac Mini. The Mac Mini has actually gotten cheaper, from $700 down to $600. And it's even $100 less if you buy it from the education store. All you need is a .edu email address, and you can buy the new Mac Mini for only $500. If you have the M1 and you're considering upgrading to the M2 Pro, get it if you can afford it, but don't get it if you don't have to. If you have the M1 Mac Mini and you're considering the M2 Mac Mini, don't bother. Now about the HomePod. The new HomePod sort of plays catch up with all the advanced features of the HomePod Mini. So the new HomePod has ultra wideband, so you can just pass off music from your phone. It has temperature and humidity sensors, and it has a thread radio for running your smart home. Basically, it's equivalent to the HomePod Mini in terms of features, but of course, you're going to get a much bigger sound. So if you have a HomePod Mini, don't feel like you need to upgrade. And if you have an original HomePod, you have to consider that you'll get the new features with the new one, but it might not give you the same sound that you're used to, because it has 2 fewer speakers and 2 fewer microphones than what you already have. If you're considering buying the new HomePod, let me put it to you this way. Instead of buying one HomePod, you can buy 3 HomePod Minis. That's enough for a stereo pair of HomePod Minis in one room and an extra HomePod Mini in a different room. If you're considering buying 2 HomePods, you can buy 6 HomePod Minis and have a stereo pair in 3 rooms of your house instead of just one. So either way, I can't really say that you need to upgrade to the new HomePod. That has to be your own judgment call on whether you think the bigger sound is worth the price. So that's my buying advice for the Mac Mini, MacBook Pro, and HomePod. You can find an article version of this in the video description. My name is Griffin Jones with Cult of Mac.